Welcome to PlaceforSports. Let's help you get started with coaching. When you first log into the system, this is the page that you'll go to. For your first time, this will mostly be blank. Let's just have a look at some basics of navigation before we get into the detail of the coaching plans. First of all, these tabs at the top here, click on those and they'll move you around the major activities within the system. Up here, you'll see a series of icons and they'll change from time to time that will allow you to do specific functions or come back to this main page. If you're not sure what the icon does, put your cursor over it and an explanation will pop up. Finally, down here, you'll see actions. Again, if you're not sure what those actions are, put the cursor there and you'll get an explanation, and they typically relate to the section above. Before we move into the detail of the system, let's give you some idea of the structure that we've used in PlaceforSports for coaching. We start with a multi-year outline. This is quite optional. It will mainly be used by clubs and schools who want to map out a multi-year program for the kids. When we start with this, we plan the headings that we're going to use. In this case, skills, knowledge, and athletic development, but that's completely optional. You can use any headings at all that you like. Then include the groups or stages of development and map out at a very high level what it is you're going to teach the kids at each stage of their development. The next step is to move into a full season coaching plan, and let's start with the under 11s. This will be the area where most coaches are working. We use the same headings, skills, knowledge, and athletic development, that we had in the multi-year outline. And we plan as many training sessions as we like. We then plan what we will do in a high level in each of those training sessions. So for example, with skills, we'll start with stationary passing, move to walking and passing, and then running and passing. Knowledge, start with basic rules, and then add rules each training session. With athletic development, teach the basics of running, then do arm and leg coordination, and then knee height. So you can see how you can progressively build the skills during the course of the season. Now let's go into an individual training session plan and go with number 1. You can see first of all that the headings will come across automatically, and the high-level description that you've put in will also be copied across automatically. You can then set up the detail of the drills you run, the time it will take, and the sequence in which you wish to operate. As you can see, quite a simple structure for you to follow. Now let's have a look and see how that works in the system. Let's start with the full season coaching plan. Here's some examples, but when you start, yours will be blank. Click on Add a Plan, choose the sport, give it a name. You can optionally choose some privacy settings. Share with public is the basic, but you can restrict it to your use only, or you can define a group of people that you want to share it with. Click on Save, and you'll go straight into this system here. You can see we've got some headings down the side here. I can alter those, and in fact in this case let's take strategies and tactics out and just go with 3 headings to show the system. Click on Save. They can be anything at all that you like. Now let's plan some training sessions. We click here and we add as many training sessions as we like. And let's add a 3rd. Click on Save. This will show you the individual session plans. We can click here to go back to that full season coaching plan structure that we were talking about. And you can see that we've got 3 training sessions set up. To add in content, we simply click here and bring it. Some of the plans that we had before we'll use to show this example. And you can see we've got stationary passing. I'm now going to populate that with the same material we used when talking about the structure. And with that information entered, we now have a high-level plan for the first 3 training sessions of this season. We click Save. Now let's go and have a look at one of the individual session plans. If we click on the heading name here, it will take us into the individual session plan for training session number 1. You can see that headings have come across and the high-level description. It's now time to make some notes, if we wish, about what we want to do in that particular training session. Choose some drills and activities from the Drills and Activities library. Of course, you can enter these drills, and over time the library itself will contain drills that you can select and include in your training sessions. Specify how long you want to spend on each one, and in this case the sequence. You can change the sequence just by putting the different numbers in here. Let's spend 20 minutes on the basic rules and another 15 minutes on understanding running. With that done, our session is saved. If we wish to take a printed version to the training session, click here. You can send this as a PDF document, or you can print it and take it along with you. Any drills or activities that you included will be printed out here. And that's all there is to do to set up a coaching plan. Back on the main page, here's your coaching plan and the individual training sessions that you've put together. You can go into individual session plans by simply clicking on the name, and it will bring that up for you, where you can print again if you wish. And that's all there is to do in setting up coaching plans in PlaceforSports. At PlaceforSports, we hope we can help you